Hello friends, Ben Reed here, and with 2025 coming around the corner, let's talk about some of my favorite movies that released in 2024. Before we continue, let me explain. I have not seen every single movie in 2024, so if you see the entire list and you're like, well, where's this movie? I probably just haven't seen it for whatever reason. Also, this is just my personal opinion. You can have an entirely different list. It's okay to disagree on the internet. So, without further ado, let's get started. Before we get to the official top 10, let's talk about some honorable mentions. Movies such as Smile 2, Civil War, and Nosferatu. These movies were wonderfully well done. Everyone involved, from the actors, the writers, directors, editors, sets, costumes, everyone did a great job. It's just that I'm probably never going to watch these movies again. Like, the actions and themes and the entire movies were just so uncomfortable to watch, which was the goal. These are considered horror or thriller films. They're supposed to make you uncomfortable. And they did a great job at that, but I'm just never going to rewatch it for the sake of rewatching it. Great job, but once was enough. At number 10, we have Wicked. Now, I'm a big fan of the original Wizard of Oz, and the musical did an incredible job of showing that we weren't exactly told the truth when it came to the history of Oz, and how the Wicked Witch isn't as wicked as we were led to believe. And the Wicked movie did a great job of adapting the musical, and the songs were well performed. Everyone did a great job. But out of all the movie musicals that I've seen this year and the last year, I might put it on occasionally. That I might rewatch it with a group of fans. I don't think I would actually rewatch it on my own. At number 9, we have Alien Romulus. Now, quick story. I saw the trailers for Romulus and they looked interesting. I wanted to see it, but I have not seen any other Alien movie. I didn't grow up watching them because my parents said no horror movies in the house ever. So I want to see Romulus. I'm looking to see where I can find the other Alien movies. And sure enough, I'm flipping on Disney Plus and I just stumbled upon the first Alien. I know Disney bought Fox and got the rights to all their movies, but seeing an R-rated movie on Disney Plus, not gonna lie, kind of blindsided me. So I watched the first Alien on Disney Plus. Then the next day I went to go see Alien Romulus. And comparing the two back to back, I gotta say, the mouse did a good job of keeping the Alien just as rated R as the original. And some of the characters, while have similarities to the original, they do differ in many other ways. I could honestly say, watching only Alien and Alien Romulus, I'm slowly becoming an Alien fan. But I know some fans might have an issue with Romulus for reasons that I will probably soon discover on my own. But right now, I'm excited to see where Disney might take the franchise. Number 8, we have Challengers. Now, I watched Challengers for the plot. This is the plot. Seriously, put Zendaya in a movie and I will watch it no problem. The only Zendaya movie I have not seen is Dune 2. So if you're looking forward to seeing Dune 2 on the list, I still haven't seen it, alright? I thought the first one was boring as hell. I'm not interested in the second one. I'm sorry. Alright? But I would watch Challengers any day of the week. They made tennis interesting. You know how hard that is to make tennis an interesting sport? Basketball, football, no problem making those sports interesting, but tennis? Now we gotta see a Challenger style movie about golf starring Tom Holland. I'm just saying. But yeah, I particularly enjoy Challengers, not because it stars one of my favorite actresses, but because her character is so different from the other characters she played before. Zendaya's characters, like in her old Disney days and the Spider-Man movies and Greatest Showman, they're all very similar to her in real life. A intelligent, big heart woman. But in like projects like Challengers or Euphoria, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but these really challenge her as an actress, diving into areas that she may be comfortable in, but she embraces either way. And I'm so happy that she's growing as an actress, trying different things, becoming better. That's what I want to see from this great woman. Am I simping over a little too much? Definitely. I don't care. Okay, but enough about Zendaya. The other two guys, they did a great job too. I thought they were great at being friends, even though I was kind of rooting for them to be lovers, but you know, you take some, you lose some. Let's be real, this should have been a threesome all the way, I'm just saying. Clearly, this is one of those rare triangles that works in every direction. The only other great triangle that works in every direction is the one we got in Wicked. Number 7, if I haven't been controversial yet, this is where it starts. Godzilla and Kong New Empire. I know. I've heard the complaints that it's too cartoony, and you know what? I don't care. I like it either way. I love it when these monster movies get ridiculous because it's a giant monkey fighting a dinosaur. Do you really want logic? Do you really want sense in these type of movies? No! I want it to get batshit crazy. If I wanted a serious Godzilla movie, I will watch Godzilla -1. Thank you very much. If you haven't seen it, it's a great movie. Go check it out. But I love the ridiculous nonsense we got in New Empire. I mean, Kong is riding Godzilla. It's not as dirty as you think. Kong, where he grabs the baby monkey and slaps the other apes. You gotta love that, man. I'm sorry, but I was having a blast watching it. The theater was loving it. I bought the movie. My home was loving it. Anytime we just want to have a great time at home, I'm going to put this movie on. Number 6, Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Now, if you know me, you know that I'm not the biggest Sonic fan, but I am a huge Shadow fan. And watching Shadow on the big screen being played incredibly by Keanu Reeves, like, let's fucking go. This may be the movie with the least amount of humor, but it more than made up for it with action scenes, references from Sonic history, like live and learn, the super Sonic and Shadow scene, and Jim Carrey going completely bonkers. This is probably the last time we'll see him in a movie, and if this is in fact his last film, well done, sir. You have earned your retirement. Playing two characters seamlessly and just bouncing off himself, you did a great job, my dude. And while there are some lines of dialogue or scenes that I could have lived without, I enjoyed the movie. Now the Sonic franchise was a rocky road, and the fact that we're here, we're watching Shadow in all his glory, that alone, I just so grateful that this franchise survived. And I'm really excited to see what they come up with the 4th one, but I do feel like they're going to lose a few extra brownie points because it's not going to have Jim Carrey. Number 5, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Now, I love Planet of the Apes as a franchise, but I do think the Matt Reeves films are much better than the sequels that came out in the 60s and 70s. And when Disney said they wanted to make a film connecting to the Matt Reeves films, I was so concerned, thinking, okay, I know your reputation, and I know Matt's reputation, the two don't really go together. But after watching Kingdom, I was so happy to be wrong, because if I would have told you that Kingdom was just another installment of Matt Reeves' franchise, you would believe it. You would not believe that Disney was making money off this film. That's how seamlessly the CGI and story was. Like, you fully buy in. This is what would happen to this universe. After Caesar's death, people would mold his teachings to their preference and think of him as almost a legend or a Jesus-like character. Like, yeah, I've seen this happen in real life, and I can see it happening in this fictional universe, and I am very excited to see where they're going to go from here. Number 4, Transformers 1. First off, how dare all of you allow this movie to technically flop at the box office? Granted, it made enough money to make a profit, but I don't know if a sequel is going to happen, which I really hope it does, because this is a good movie. I know Transformers does not have the best track record with movies, and the trailers didn't look that too impressive, but this is an actual good animated movie. It takes place on Cybertron. We see the origins of Orion Pax and D16, the creation of Autobots and Decepticons. And while I wasn't fully behind the voice cast, they did a great job. I really want to see a sequel, because that's going to give us the War of Cybertron. We've seen the origins, now we're going to see the war. Like, please give us a sequel. At number 3, we have another animated robot film, The Wild Robot. Now, when I first saw the trailers, I thought it looked okay. This is pretty animation, but I don't know if I'll actually watch it. But after seeing more trailers, and I was fully convinced, yeah, I'm gonna go see this. And I'm so glad I did, because after watching this, okay, I kind of understand why people prefer this over Transformers 1. And I am now on that bandwagon, because this movie is just so damn cute. Just a robot learning about their purpose, having to survive without their programming, becoming friends with nature. Like, I just such an adorable movie. And The Wild Robot is my generation's Iron Giant, which is good and bad. It's going to become a cult classic, but it'll probably get ignored by the movie academies and won't get many awards, which is a shame, because this is a really beautiful film. At number 2, we have Inside Out 2. When I saw the first Inside Out movie, I thought this was just wonderful, showing all these different emotions and how they affect us. Like, wow, I was just blown away to how good it was. And when a sequel was announced, I was like, hold up, you sure you can capture the same magic as the first one, especially so many years later? Yeah. Oh yeah, I either considered Inside Out 2 on the same level or better than the original, because these new emotions, they do a great job at showing what puberty is from the inside of our minds. And like, wow, and they showed what an anxiety attack really looks like. Oh my goodness. I don't consider Inside Out as a children's movie. This is straight up adult shit. Especially when Joy says the older you get, the less joy you feel. Like, oh, that couldn't be more real. After 2 great movies, I so want a third. Give me a third, Disney, please, I beg of you. But of course, my number 1. It may not be everyone's number 1, but it's mine. The second I heard this movie get announced and saw the trailers and saw the official project, I lost my damn mind. This was without a doubt going to be my number 1 movie of the year, and that is Deadpool and Wolverine. Let's fucking go! Like, I don't care what problems you have with this movie, it's not going to change my mind. Is there too many cameos? I don't think they are. They could have had more. I mean, it makes sense why they're there. Their universes were erased, both fictional and in real life. I would have given a different plot and given more time to the Deadpool variants, but keep in mind, this movie was being made during an actors and writer strike, so anything they could have tweaked, they literally couldn't. It's Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman as Deadpool and Wolverine in their comic accurate costumes. Like, this movie made Bye 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 relevant more than the Trolls ever did. This movie made Like a Prayer trend on TikTok. I got this stinking thing. Best buds forever, man. And that is my list of my 10 favorite movies that released in 2024. Tell me, what are some of the movies that you liked during the past year? And what are some movies you're looking forward to the next year? I'm going to make that list as soon as I can. But until then, I'll see you all next time.